Hey bosses, welcome to Structureism. I'm your research guy, Shirk. Starting today, I'll read the white papers, dig through the data, and chew through every MA, grinding for dozens of hours. So you can understand the whole game's hidden structure in the time it takes to drink a coffee. Why does this token pump? And how does it crash? I don't shill, I don't predict, and I don't draw K-lines. I just break down structure, explain the mechanics, and tell the story. Like, comment, share, or save. All of it means the world. For our very first episode, we picked the hottest word flying around the Solana community right now, Pump.fun. It's not just a playground for meme coin lovers. Word is Pump.fun might drop its own token soon. Rumor has it, $1 billion fundraising target for billion-dollar valuation, maybe 10% airdrop, and it could go live in just 2 weeks. The team hasn't confirmed anything, but the community's already on fire. So what is Pump.fun? It's not a DX, not a launch pad, and definitely not a new L2. It's more like a mass meme mining machine. Some say it's a beauty filter for shitcoins. Others call it the launch pad for KOL-made coins. And then there are those who say it's a full-blown carnival of everyone launches, everyone buys in, everyone rugs. Sounds fun, right? But I'm not here for the hype. I want to ask, why did it blow up? What makes it run? And what explosive structure is hiding underneath it all? In this episode, we'll dissect Pump.fun using our full structural toolkit: narrative, mechanics, behavior path, and incentive logic. Pump.fun, turning anyone can play into a god-making casino fantasy. Picture this, boss. A project you've never heard of launches in 3 minutes, gets buys in 30, rugs in 60. Then boom, here comes the next one. Sounds insane? That's exactly how Pump.fun wants to look. No big vision, no white paper in your face, just one light tap on your dopamine. Bro, you could launch a coin too. That one sentence pulled us all into a casino where everyone thinks they're a god maker. No gates, no rules, no judges. You press, launch, and boom, the spotlight's yours. This isn't some Web3 narrative evolution. This is narrative becoming a product. Launching a token isn't building a project, it's telling a story. Why do we fall for this illusion? Because in the meme market, sincerity is optional. What matters is participation. Pump.fun's genius? It compresses a complicated get-rich storyline into 3 dead simple moves. One-click launch, anyone can drop a coin. Leaderboard exposure, everyone can get noticed. Everyone rugs, but everyone gets to dream. It's not here to make you believe you'll win, just that you almost did. And that's enough. So, what makes Pump.fun different from traditional token projects? Let's break it down. The structure says it all. In a classic launch, who's the star of the show? Founders, VCs, a carefully managed community. But on Pump.fun, the lead role shifts. It's you. It's me. It's that friend who just learned how to mint. Everyone gets a stage. Everyone gets a shot. Even the path to making it looks different. Before, you needed skills, capital, and timing. But here on Pump.fun, it's vibes, luck, and whether people spread your meme. And visibility? That flipped too. Old school launches? You needed press, media deals, or hype hacking. But Pump.fun? If someone buys, boom, you're on the leaderboard. The community shares it, rewrites your pitch, spreads the meme, all on autopilot. This isn't a project. It's a structural game. No prep, just launch. No talent, no problem, just mint. Why do we keep coming back for more? It taps into something pretty sneaky in our brains. People who think too much hesitate, but folks who have no clue, they go all in. That's exactly the kind of player Pump.fun targets. You don't know what'll make it pop, so your brain whispers, maybe I'm next. Casinos don't close when you lose. Pump.fun doesn't fear failure. It only fears one thing, that you'll stop minting. Let's check out some real-world cases. A Chinese KOL's fans minted over 30 tokens in just 1 hour. Coins like $FOMO, $WHY, and $WAGME took off just because of the names. No one cared about the product. No one read the code. What mattered? Whether it hit the right emotion. These coins had no future, but each one told a story. I was once this close to making it. Now at this point, you might be thinking, if everyone sees through the game, doesn't that ruin it? But here's the truth. Even if you see through it, you'll still play. Because this isn't a market driven by logic. It's an emotional, meme-powered collaboration. In other words, Pump.fun doesn't fear you waking up, it fears you staying quiet. People don't spread something because they believe it. They spread it because it gets them clicks, clout, and a seat at the table. That's the real power of Pump.fun. It doesn't create consensus. It creates reasons to express. You share its story not because you believe it'll moon, but because you want others to think you caught the next big wave. Shirk's key takeaway. Pump.fun doesn't show you the future. It makes you look like you've seen it. On Pump.fun, truth doesn't matter. Spreading the message is the religion. Mechanism breakdown. How Pump.fun trains you into an emotional worker for its machine. You think you're just launching a coin, but in reality, you're being trained by the system. Trained to be a hyper-efficient emotional worker, spinning hype, sparking FOMO, and feeding traffic back to the platform. Let's break this mechanism down step by step. First layer, it's not about launching a project. It's about triggering emotion. Traditional token launches come with a story, a roadmap, maybe even a mission, right? Pump.fun, it says forget all that. Just hit launch. That's it. Think it's simplifying things? Not really. It's actually handing you the power to tell your own story. Because it doesn't want a right story, it wants a shareable feeling. You're not launching a coin. You're releasing an emotional bait. If your coin's name is crazy, cringy, or cursed enough, someone will click. Clicks lead to rankings. Rankings spark FOMO. FOMO means you can dump before the dump. And here's the thing you probably didn't realize. You didn't create anything. You just helped the platform run its loop. Hype, traffic spike, leaderboard refresh. You think you're playing a game. The platform? It's already cashed out. Second layer, it's not a game of price. It's a mass training program. You launch a coin, it flops. What do? Rename it. Relaunch. Tank too soon? Slap a meme template on it. Didn't hit the leaderboard? Find a Twitter bro to shout it out. No one aping in? Drop in a few groups. Notice something? Pump.fun isn't running a product. It's training you to be its megaphone. This flips the game logic on its head. You think you're evaluating projects? It's teaching you how to pull traffic. You think you're launching a coin? Really, you're learning how to create hype. You think you just failed, but it's prepping you to fail better next time. This isn't a platform. It's a boot camp for speculators cutting each other. Third layer, it's not about product design. It's a recipe for human nature. Pump.fun's deadliest move? It doesn't sell you success. It hooks your obsession with being this close to it. You launch a coin, and someone else's explodes. Same meme, same image. You tell yourself, mine should work too, right? Feels just the same. You try again. Zeroed out. Again. You go again. You don't even realize this isn't trading. It's a slot machine of almost made it feelings. But the darkest part of this system? It turns your failures into illusions of near success. You're not freely launching tokens. You're addicted to one more round. Let's look at a real case. A Chinese player launched 7 coins back to back. The 6th almost made the chart. The 7th pulled in dozens of SOL, and then rug pulled in seconds. Then he said something haunting. This one flopped. The next one, I'll get the mix right. He wasn't launching tokens. He was tweaking the recipe for emotional bait. You're not a founder. You're unpaid content ops for the platform. Let me pause here for a second. Ever thought how terrifying Pump.fun actually is? It's not powered by deep liquidity. It runs on a full-on human nature reboot. It wipes out your memory in minutes. Your losses, your logic, your self-control, gone. And leaves you with just one thing. I was this close. Next time, I'll make it. See? It's not built to help you succeed. It sugarcoats failure and wraps you into its viral growth loop. The real trigger isn't in the token. It's in the second you press launch. That's when you become a full-time supplier of emotion. Here's the key takeaway from your research guy, Shirk. You think you're using the platform to make money, but it's using you to train content. On Pump.fun, success isn't a reward, it's bait. Every time you hit zero, it's not failure. It's just the algorithm fine-tuning its next bait. Incentive structure, from quick cash to becoming part of the machine. You came to Pump.fun thinking you make a quick buck. But when you finally snap out of it, here's what you realize. Every token you launch, every tweet you hype, every screenshot you share, you're basically working for the platform and loving it. Step 1, it's not about winning. It's about almost winning. The smartest part of Pump.fun's incentive design, it doesn't reward your success. It controls your failure, just enough. You launch a token, a few folks buy in, it doubles, then crashes. You don't get mad. You go, damn, that almost took off. So next time, you shill harder, tweet louder, and wake up earlier to watch the charts. That almost made it moment, it's a classic addiction loop in behavioral psych, known as partial reinforcement. Research shows uncertain rewards hook you way more than fixed ones. Casinos know it. App designers know it. And yeah, Pump.fun knows it too. You think you're gambling, but really, you're just hungry, re-rolling, and turning into a high engagement data point. Step 2. It's not the failure that hurts, it's the FOMO. Ever noticed? Pump.fun doesn't punish failure. You launch a dud? No big loss. A few bucks in SOL, and honestly, everyone's used to rugging by now. But scroll the leaderboard, and boom, someone else just hit a 50x. I dropped $LOL and barely got 0.2 SOL. That dollar FOMO coin, 100x in 30 minutes. That feeling? It's not failure, it's FOMO. Pump.fun doesn't create failure. It floods you with others succeeding right next to you, makes you feel. It's not impossible, I just didn't try hard enough. You think you're playing a game, but you're just on a hamster wheel, chasing a carrot you can see but never catch. Step 3. Once someone buys your token, you're stuck. What's the scariest part of all this? It's not the rugs, not the zeros, it's that you pulled someone in. You casually drop a link in a group. Yo, just launch this coin. Have a go. And someone actually buys. Then comes the guilt. Should I tweet again? Maybe give it a little push. You're no longer just a gambler. You're now the accidental founder of a project. The darkest genius of Pump.fun is this. It turns your random, meaningless launches into a real sense of responsibility. That's not design failure. That's precision engineering. One guy launched a token called $LOP. He casually asked a friend to buy. The friend dropped 1 SOL. Next thing you know, he's paying for ads, hiring a designer, making a logo. Then, it rugs. He said, I never meant to build a project. But once someone bought in, it felt like I owed them. You're not here to gamble. You're here as fuel, the kind the system wants to keep burning and spread the flame. You think you're testing your luck, but the system is testing how well you can be cloned. It's not you who caught Pump.fun, it's Pump.fun that caught you. Shirk's key takeaway. The truth is Pump.fun isn't a casino. It's a collective illusion machine, showing you others' luck and making you willingly turn into fuel. Meme structure, turning failure into content and participation into a meme flywheel. Let's flip the perspective, bosses. Time to see Pump.fun through another lens. From a meme structure standpoint, Pump.fun is a meme engine, built to harvest expression and mass-produce viral content. The wild part? Even if you fail, you still get a story to tell. Losing money doesn't mean losing followers. Hitting zero doesn't mean your voice disappears. This isn't just cyber capitalism in Web 3. It's the most bizarre meme world script. Losers don't stay quiet, they become the content. Let's break down this machine into 4 phases. Its viral power hides right here. Phase 1. Minting is storytelling. One-click token launch might sound like a joke, but in the meme arena, it's a performance. What you're minting isn't a coin, it's a story. Posting screenshots, tagging the community, it's not about raising funds. It's about stepping on stage and shouting. I can create the hype too. That feeling of, I can build too, that's what flips the switch and kicks off the game. Phase 2. The fast fall to zero. Most tokens don't last even an hour. Strangely, no one's ashamed, they actually enjoy posting about it. Lost money? No big deal. Drop a screenshot, add a meme, and write. So close to making it. Next time for sure. Failure isn't shame, it's where memes begin. When going to zero becomes an emoji, emotional resonance becomes viral fuel. Phase 3. Turning expression into exposure. At this point, you start to realize, what's really valuable isn't the token, it's the story you can tell. Like someone once said, lost money, but gained followers. The better your story, the more it gets shared, maybe even enough to rank. One failed bet could turn into an overnight account boost. Social clout becomes part of the reward system. Phase 4. The endless retry loop. Once you've launched a coin, posted a viral screenshot, gained some followers, it's really hard to stop. You start building group chats, teaming up, rallying the troops, dropping one coin after another. Maybe you're not chasing riches, but deep down, you believe. This time, it's my turn to go God mode. That's the structural genius of Pump.fun. Not everyone wins, but everyone feels like they were this close. Driven by illusion, stuck in a trial loop, the meme flywheel closes itself. See, Pump.fun doesn't reel you in with rewards. It hooks you with the urge to express and lures you back for more. Speaking of which, a few coins come to mind that prove this perfectly. In one Chinese group, someone launched a coin called $WHY. It tanked in 30 minutes, but because the chat spun it into and we get it, you don't vibe, it actually took off. Another analyst dropped a full postmortem of their dollar wag me failure, and boom, gained 3,000 followers from it. On Twitter, some KOLs even curate top 10 pump and dump lists, crying poor while farming likes. The most twisted part of Pump.fun? It's not that it makes you lose money. It's that it makes you enjoy showing off how you lost it. Unlike traditional scams that hide everything, Pump.fun thrives on exposure. You share your coin, your story, your loss, and the platform amplifies it for you. The platform just steps back and watches you self-narrate, self-promote, and self-spiral. That's what makes it a self-amplifying system of failure. I think we're starting to see the real nature of the meme engine. Pump.fun doesn't talk ideals, tech, or finance. It runs on one simple idea: turn everyone into a storytelling node. That's the power of memes. It's not about belief, it's about expression. Not about seeing the future, but looking like you did. Not about success, about traffic. In the end, Pump.fun doesn't run on product or market cap. It runs on one sentence. I made a coin too. It's not a tool, it's a story-making machine. The more you fail, the more you want to talk about it. The more you talk, the bigger it gets. Key takeaways from your researcher Shirk. In Pump.fun, failure isn't the end. It's just where the stories begin. In Pump.fun, it's not content explaining the project. The project becomes the content. In Pump.fun, the final form of meme is every version of you going broke, helping the platform go viral. What you've just heard is not a prediction, not advice, definitely not a fairy tale. It's the result of me grinding through hours of research just to bring you a slice of structured thinking. If at any point you thought, damn, that's it, then this episode was worth every second. Got a project you want me to break down next? Drop it in the comments. Hit like, save this one. Let me know you're grinding too. This is Structureism, and I'm your researcher, Shirk. See you in the next one.